And we are live. Good afternoon and evening, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem of Crypto, episode 370. Today is Monday, March 25th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 3-ish.
At 3-ish. And today's top story, central banks should leave crypto to Facebook, and JP Morgan says a dino. Microsoft's Bing blocked over 5 million cryptocurrency-related ads in 2018. Yahoo-backed cryptocurrency exchange is set to launch in May. Streaming service Twitch removes crypto payment options. Enron CEO leaves jail to plot possible blockchain venture. And last but not least, owner of ICO that never happened attempts to sell project on eBay for $60,000. Wow, a lot going on today. But first, we have a dino of the day. We haven't seen one of those in a while. But first, let's give some shout outs. Excuse me. What's going on? Dylan Darchinville, Donald Muhammad, Tessa Hall, Tony Nolly. Everybody, hello. Make sure you smash that like and share button. What's going on, D. Chiron, all the Facebook folks? Hello, hello.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, top story you can see here, central banks should leave crypto to Facebook, and JP Morgan says a PwC partner. I mean, we on fire right now. Have we not been calling it? Look, this has been the game plan for like the last 3 or 4 years, people.
Oh, man. Not hard to see.
I mean, it's like first let's try to kill Bitcoin. Let's kill cryptocurrency. Oh, we can't kill it? Okay, well, let's rename it. It's not Bitcoin and crypto anymore. It's just blockchain technology. Even though your own private blockchain isn't necessarily a blockchain in the sense of the decentralized ones we talk about in crypto. All right, well, that didn't work. Some people are calling it blockchain. Some people are still calling it Bitcoin and crypto. All right, let's try to create our own stable coins. That didn't work. All right, let's create our own coins, actually. How about the JP Morgan coin, the Facebook coin? All right, now let's push the marketing out there to get some big-name people to say the only people that should even be allowed to create coins are those along the likes of central bank and Facebook. Wow. And it looks like that is what's happening right here. What is going on with this story?
Oh, yeah. Well, it seems as though corporations who have interest in banks and banks themselves have come to the conclusion that when cryptocurrencies are battle-tested by corporations, that is the only time central banks...
They haven't been battle-tested yet, but
haven't been battle-tested. Exactly. I would say years and years of FUD from the news, stress tests on the network, people trying to hack every which way. It's been hit from all sides. Like everything you just described, they haven't been defeated yet, so to say, but they're coming from all sides. You got stable coins, you have, a derivative of a derivative over here. You have JPM actually being called a cryptocurrency. I can't wait till people start just saying that's not a cryptocurrency. Don't know what you're talking about, but it seems as though Calfine, he elaborated that France's central bank, he actually explained that it is clear that European level projects will be very complex and challenging governance-wise, requiring alignment and political consensus of all relevant stakeholders from each member state. So basically what they're saying is we could do this, but it's hard. So we'll have to do it ourselves. I mean, this is hilarious simply because we've seen from the very first article we read, we really have to find a video where they had CBDCs about 8-9 times. Right. And that very day we told you.
We said that day. It was crazy.
To be just, Pandora's box is open. They came up with a new word. This is their new pet, but they're still dinosaurs simply because they keep thinking we need to work with central banks.
It's crazy.
It doesn't really have to be that there. We don't have to have that bridge per se. We do have people building that bridge, but as soon as central banks start saying you need us, that's when I think people will start to change their view on cryptos and on banks as a whole. So this statement right here is very dinosaurish, and can't wait to give them that roar.
Did you call out this guy's name as well?
Yeah, Calvin.
Yeah. Francis Pauline Adam Coffin. I mean, as you said, large corporations need to test out the tokenization of fiat currencies themselves.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
not necessarily.
This is incredible. These are the people. I mean, again, this is a private company here. But still, I mean, these private companies are the big companies. They work with the government. Of course, being a financial partner at a private company, of course, you're going to push for the privatization. I can't even say the word right now. The privatization of cryptocurrency, because you want the banks and the companies to have them first where this person works at, and then you're like, okay, the government can get it. But to me, that just shows how much you know or how much we can trust you. Oh, yeah. Like, we literally can't trust you for you to say cryptocurrency needs to be tested out first. We need to make sure Facebook does it. We need to make sure JP Morgan does it. Of course, his company, PwC, needs to do it. And then once all that's sorted out, then the banks can jump on it. I mean, it is crazy. I want to go to some of these comments on the actual article. I mean, perfect. GS Joy said, this question is mixed blessing. Is it worth for government to interfere in crypto or not? And that's the thing we always say. But again, so many people who are interested in cryptocurrency but scared to jump in, they want to mitigate risk. So to them, government's the only way. And they're not understanding the entire reason that Bitcoin was created after the 2008 financial crisis was to get away from the government and private banks. So it's astounding that so many people who claim to be crypto experts still say, well, we need government. We need regulations. Like, no, it's been working without it, people. It works. I mean, Twitter will call out the wrongdoers. You don't even need to do anything. Like, literally, if something goes missing, Twitter will call it out.
Yeah. If you were alive in 07 and 08, you should understand where this is coming from.
It's crazy.
Honestly. I mean, you should honestly see where. I mean, it says here they have a report 70% of global banks are exploring the benefits of CBDC. So it's coming, people.
It's happening.
You just have, the consumer, have to be smart enough to say, that's not a cryptocurrency. That is a bank-issued digital currency. That is exactly what I have, except in a different manner. The fact that they can lower fees and do different things, that will be Bitcoin's fault. That is something that I've always said, is at the very least, Bitcoin will make bank practices better. Right. Because if central banks don't go away for good, at the very least, you're going to have a lower fee. It's going to have to be faster settlement time. And you're going to have a little bit more transparency, because even if you're a private entity, people are going to say, hey, I have complete transparency on the blockchain. We need a little bit more from you guys. So either way, I think we'll win, but this guy definitely deserves that dinosaur.
And with that, PWC, Francis, Pauline, Adam Coffin, we're going to go ahead and give him that loud roar.
Give him that roar.
There it is. Come on, time. Oh, it's been a long time. You know why we haven't heard dinos in so long? It's because they're all actually switching over to cryptocurrency. Yeah, how crazy is that? We used to have dinos literally every day. There was a new person. Some we had in-house residents, and now we can't even find them because they're like, oh, I guess crypto is actually good for everybody, or at least if we control it. So interesting to see. What's going on, Ryan Cooper? Thanks for joining us. New Legacy. Dexter Hans Sr. For sure. Yeah, and folks, I haven't seen you push it, so I'm going to keep pushing it too. If you haven't already, make sure you get Bitcoin Zays. Bitcoin Starter Guide 3.0 out. It is still out. You can buy it off our site.
Oh, yeah. It's been reissued as well. Actually reprogrammed to actually fit. I know some people were having troubles. All of that's been fixed.
All the formatting is good. What's going on, Andre Durden? G. Graham. Hello from Shasta. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Microsoft's Bing blocked over 5 million cryptocurrency-related ads in 2018. Before we even get into the story, they want to talk about market manipulation. What is this? Like what is this? What other ads are you blocking over 5 million? You blocked 5 million ads in 1 year from an industry, the government is talking about market manipulation on people from Telegram. Yeah, are you kidding me? They're about to have me use profanity right now.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft-owned search engine and advertising platform Bing noted that it blocked over 5 million cryptocurrency-related ads last year in its, quote, ad quality year in review 2018 report published today on March 25th. What's even crazier is that no one wanted to block all these ads during the bull run. No one blocked it in 2017 when everybody was making money. When you literally had cryptocurrency companies trying to pay the likes of Google and Microsoft and all these people upwards of $10, $20, $30,000 plus dollars for an ad. Those weren't getting blocked. But when the bear market hit and nobody's making that money no more, all of a sudden, hey, let's get rid of this.
Yeah, we need to ban these.
What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. And even more surprising than that is, who still uses Bing?
Right.
Who uses this? Nobody. But at the end of the day, Bing actually noted that the pseudo-anonymity of Bitcoin actually made it a prime target for fraudsters and scams to defraud end users. While I do agree that is true, I do think you have the ability to mitigate that by actually sifting through a company's information and not just doing a blanket ban. Don't just ban everything. Look at it and say, oh yeah, this person says they can put your socks on the blockchain. That's garbage. However, this company actually has a registered business. They have a history of revenue, and they have a CEO who can be contacted. That's one big issue there, if you can actually talk to the person. So I believe that they did this, kind of as a blanket ban just to stop everything. But they blocked 18 million ads, over 5,000 websites, and they closed over 12,000 Bing ads accounts because of this. If you remember, the Google ban, Microsoft, Facebook ban, when it came right at the end of the bull market. The bear market was beginning, and then all of a sudden we had the ban. almost every business and ICO that was trying to promote was basically left out in the dark because there are whole courses on how to use Google advertisement, Facebook, all of that. And then they just had to sit on their hands and say, well, we got to find another way. A lot of underground guerrilla. That's why it's good we have our good organic group. We don't necessarily need it, but some of the bigger projects definitely got hit by Bing.
Well, and something else we want to know. Two things, twofold. For one, who owns Bing? Bill Gates. All right.
Microsoft,
Microsoft, what else did they do in the last year and a half? They bought GitHub, people. That is where everyone's been going to develop all this stuff. I mean, that's where the Bitcoin project is at.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about stuff like them buying GitHub and them banning ads, it's not because they're doing something altruistic for all of you, because they're a business that I believe is Microsoft public too.
Yeah.
So they're a public business. The only thing that matters for a public business is your bottom line in a quarter period. Did you make money or no? And with the rise of cryptocurrency and people like JP Morgan coin and Facebook coin, you really think Microsoft isn't planning to have a coin one day?
Come on, man.
Come on.
Or at least some sort of token. Or
it's just obvious. Yeah. So with that being said, until they can develop theirs or at least release it at the right moment, they want to make sure you don't hear about nothing else, at least nothing positive.
Yeah.
But if you actually go to their report, and I have pulled up here, you can find it on advertise.bingads.microsoft.com. You got to kind of type in the / backslash and all that here. I'll put it in the chat box for everybody. But if you go here, the first line says, for the cryptocurrency portion, it says cryptocurrency as an asset class saw a bull run in 2018. I must have slept through all last year.
I missed that one.
Because if I remember correctly, the end of December 2017, we saw a Bitcoin price like 19,000, 600 and some change if you're here in the United States. And starting from January 1st of 2018 until now, really, it's been a bear market. So they literally don't even know what they're talking about, and they're banning ads. Again, market manipulation. To me, this is a lawsuit. They are literally putting out in their end of the year quality report that cryptocurrency as an asset class saw a bull run in 2018. That's how they started. Like, are you crazy right now? So again, it's unfortunate because this is the misinformation we have to deal with. But how many people are going to listen to us versus reading this from Microsoft, right?
Yeah. And look right under it. They classify it in the same way they classify weapons.
Right, they got weapons right next to it. Hilarious.
I'm sure drugs is probably down there on that list too. Like,
it's just about cryptocurrencies, people buying weapons. I don't know what's going on.
All these people want their own self-sovereignty. Right. What is going on? You need to rely on us.
And again, what's even crazier, totally unrelated but similar. You talk about weapons and blocking those ads, whatever. So Bill Gates, the billionaire, has no one around him with weapons. Right. Okay. All right. We're just gonna leave that there. Yep. He's just a billionaire, just floating through the United States. Just nobody around him got weapons. Everybody.
And I do want to add into, if you ever meet anyone that is well versed on everything financial, but they've never really heard of crypto or Bitcoin, they say, "Hey, why haven't I heard of it?" Point to articles like this.
Right.
Google, Facebook, Microsoft, the big places where most people get their information.
They get all the news from, right.
They blocked all of it. So you probably didn't see anything in the last year, but it's on us to make sure we tell people. That's why you got to speak to people in person, tell your family and friends, and hopefully that network grows from there.
Hilarious. And what's even crazier about all this is that these are the same people running for president and all that good stuff. Like, everybody, America is the most freest place you can be and all that. Like, no, private companies ban everything, and then they actually have the money to hire lobbyists or get people elected to do their bidding for them and make the rules and regulations, basically make it easier for them to succeed as a business and lower all the competition that comes in. But
absolutely,
this is all conspiracy, people. We're crazy. This doesn't happen in real life. Let's check out some of these comments here for a moment. Un momento. Somebody said, "Why did you take your tie off?" Hilarious.
I said, "No tie for me." I was like, "This is a straight flannel."
This is so LA what Zay's wearing. Y'all got to come out to LA.
Yeah, I decided to dress like Ice Cube today.
There we go.
It was a good day.
Love it. Japan. Oh, I forgot to change the time. I never turned off my notifications for this time. It's at 10 a.m. still. I would turn them on right now. Japan. Yahoo-backed cryptocurrency exchange set for May launch. What? Wait, so on one hand you got Bing blocking stuff, then Yahoo's like, well, we'll back a crypto exchange. What's going on with this exchange?
Oh yeah, so Tao, which is the name of this exchange, is a
Japanese, like a dog name.
Yeah, it does. And remember what we said about businesses that have problems and then later they rebrand?
Right.
Well, this company was formerly known as BitArg or BitArg, which I don't really know their history, but the rebrand does come after Yahoo got a 40% subsidiary stake of this actual exchange, they will trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bcash, and Ripple. So, you know, the 5 favorites everybody starts with. So, you know, in order for us to kind of
copy Coinbase.
Yeah, exactly. I was saying, in order for us to kind of wrap our head around this, Yahoo Japan has a stake in a crypto exchange. That Yahoo, in anywhere around the world, they have a feed for their stocks, for their crypto, you know, prices, for asset prices, commodities. So I'm pretty sure that them purchasing this stake allows them to get insight into how people are trading in Japan, because they can actually have algorithms that crawl the system to see, are people long, are people short. You can have better articles that way on Yahoo. Bullish signs for blah, blah, blah. Bearish signs coming for the next month.
New market.
That's literally how they get these stories, because like we always tell you, once you read the news story, it's too late. They've already done their research. They can see there's twice as many longs over leveraged as there are short. The price is about to dump. We don't
oversold,
know it. Oversold, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that 40% stake came with something in the contract where Yahoo Japan can get that information. Because remember, the most important and the most valuable thing on earth is data. So the data that they get from this is very important. And Japan is one of the top, if not the top, cryptocurrency traders, you know, by volume in the world. So very, very high on Yahoo Japan getting, you know, a lot of information, and Yahoo in general. So they wouldn't have had a 40% stake without looking at that data. I can tell you that right now.
And kind of to piggyback on what you said about how they're basically mining data and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is the business of it. So like and this is a knock to Coinbase and Gemini. While Coinbase and Gemini is trying to play both sides and be friends with regulators and government and all that. If you ever watch this show Shark Tank, I love that show. Mr. Wonderful, while some people don't like his personality because, you know, he's kind of like the, who's the American Idol guy that's always mean to people?
Man, I haven't seen it.
Right, exactly. Whatever that one guy with the accent who's mean to people American Idol. That's like Mr. Wonderful.
Oh,
Simon Cowell, yeah. He's like the Simon Cowell of Shark Tank. But what I like about him is one of the things he always says when he's asking about new business. Like, he's like, what do you do that's so unique or proprietary that I can't just hire a bunch of people? Because, you know, he's a wealthy man. Why can't I just hire a bunch of people and copy it? So that's my thing with Coinbase and Gemini and all of them. Brian, that's pretty funny. You said something funny in the chat. People messed me up. But no, that's the funny thing with Coinbase and Gemini and all these guys that are trying to play both sides of the fence. They want to work with regulators and all that. Well, people like Mr. Wonderful on the Shark Tank will literally just hire a company to replicate it. And that's what Yahoo's doing. Yeah. And that's the issue, the biggest issue we had with that, when they're like, hey, you're trying to play both sides, you're trying to be friends with everybody. You're not that important. Yeah. Now companies are catching up. You had first, you had the market share, you didn't do right by your actual community, and they turned on you. Mm-hmm. And now you have places like Yahoo, where someone just mentioned, Harold George said, who even uses Yahoo? Hilarious, but true. But now you have the likes of Yahoo, who literally, the only reason Yahoo is still in existence, I can't remember what product or something they bought a few years ago that blew up, but literally they bought some social media or some platform like 2 or 3, 4 years ago that netted them like billions of dollars in capital, and that's literally the only reason why Yahoo is still alive right now. But you have the likes of Yahoo now literally copying the blueprint of already made exchanges and getting away with it. Yeah. And that's what you get Gemini, Winklevoss twins. That's what you get Coinbase. I can't remember that guy's name there. Brian Armstrong, where you all are just literally trying to play this fence and, you know, and trying to stifle competition from the actual community who want to help and grow. And now this is what we're about to have. You think Yahoo's on when you're crazy. It's the reason why Bing is blocking these ads. They're going to do it too. Mm-hmm. Google will have, I mean, again, it's a data mine. Why would you not do it? You can check people's spending habits. So that's what happens. I mean, it's unfortunate, but hey, Yahoo gets a chance to enter the market. And you never know. They might do it better. However, I highly doubt because Yahoo has a lot more money to protect. So they are going to be, oh man, the regulators. I mean, it says it right here. Yeah. Tato having gained regulatory approval to launch in the Japanese market. How much did that cost, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
So, interesting article. I mean, it's interesting to see, but this is going to be the first many to come. And it's going to be exchanges like this who are actually going to do it better than Gemini and Coinbase because they know how to scale already. They're going to say, we already know we need a customer support team. Let's go out there and hire 1,000 people involved in Bitcoin. They don't even have to be like Bitcoin enthusiasts. Let's just hire them and train them up. But they're actually going to have the money and the backing and the experience to scale up an exchange. Whereas people are going to say, well, why would I use Coinbase or Gemini if everything's going to be monitored? I might as well just use Yahoo's. Yeah. I mean, who has a bigger backing, right?
Exactly. So,
That's what you get, though. Donald Muhammad said, what do we think about Bitcoin Ben's holding? I haven't seen it in a while. He was at the World CryptoCon.
Yeah, he was at World CryptoCon.
I haven't checked out. What reference, Donald?
Yeah, I saw the event that he put on his.
He
page.
has an event going on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a big one in Texas, but yeah.
He got Kim.com to host it. Can Kim come back to the United States right now, or is this like a joke?
I'm not sure. I have to look more into it. I saw it on his feed. I haven't looked deep into it yet though. But yeah, Bitcoin Ben is yeah.
All right. Streaming service Twitch removes crypto payment options. Reddit users report. And shout out to Cointelegraph as always. I love this game of cryptos. This is literally what we're in right now. It's this game of cryptos where we are seeing some of the shystiest stuff happen. I mean, I don't really enjoy using that word because it's filled with such negative energy, but it's going down. Amazon owned. I didn't know Amazon owned it. All right. That explains the whole article.
They own everything.
Amazon owned streaming service Twitch has evidently removed Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash as payment options for subscriptions. Change was reported by a Reddit user. It looks like they were using BitPay. They also removed a couple other features they have. But before Bitcoin Zay gets into the story, my early guess is the reason why they removed it is because Amazon is that much closer to having their own cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I can think of.
We just got this just to get some data research.
Yep, we got the hey, there we go.
We saw how it works.
Oh, so you like having crypto
so
on
now
Twitch.
You need to buy these Amazon
All right, well, we got an Amazon coin for you for our Twitch platform.
That pays for all of it. Because imagine Amazon coin that you can use on
Twitch,
whole
Amazon. You can use it on Twitch, Amazon.
But you can save money as a seller.
Man. Oh, you already know they're going to do 5-10% off. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think most of the people didn't know you could accept crypto on Twitch. I mean, I had heard of it, but I've never actively seen somebody accept it. Even the Twitch that we had for a while didn't even really know to accept it as somebody who actually does stuff on there. But I guess subscriptions, you could buy it. Never had a subscription, never really needed to. But the fact that they had it means that they were along with BitPay as well.
Yep.
But them and Streamlabs not being able to have it going forward means, like we said before, if you can kind of see what's going on down the line from a prediction standpoint, really looks like Amazon is developing that coin. And they got to get, the other ones out of there. So Bitcoin won't be successful.
And like you said, I like how you pointed out again, this is their research period.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to get rid of it. You can see here we have highlighted one user seemingly outraged noted that they canceled all of their Twitch subscriptions and sent an assistance ticket to the company. That's the thing Bitcoin Zay, I'll give it to him. He has been preaching since day one. He's like, just by accepting cryptocurrency, it's free marketing and you'll make more money because you have people who otherwise would not go to your business, go to it just to support crypto. And Twitch was literally was an example of that where you had people, of course, you got gamers on Twitch, streamers using Streamlabs. We don't have Streamlabs. Well, we actually use the Streamlabs API to kind of look at some stuff, but we do use the open source software OBS. We know Streamlabs has their OBS. Shout out to Alec. He got us hooked us up, getting us together with all that stuff. But literally a lot of the people that flooded to Twitch, not only gamers and stuff, they like cryptocurrency. They want it. They like it. They like using it for gaming. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of gamers. Again, crypto was an A to B to C step thing for them because already, we talk about NBA 2K. We have your 2K coins. You have all these fake coins on all these different video games already. So just adding cryptocurrency with real money, it just makes the most sense. We talked about that movie Ready Player One before, where it's a virtual reality simulation type of video game on this movie, but all the money you make in the video game, it transfers over to the real world. And we're seeing that now. And I think that's a brilliant idea as well.
Yeah.
Where people can literally spend 10 hours on a video game and make money in the game and use it in the real world. And then also stream that game, use that money they made on the game to pay for the streaming and get paid by advertising. So, it all makes sense. So for Amazon to all of a sudden cancel it, again, they got their data, as Bitcoin Zay said, and it's like, all right, time to get ready to roll out our own.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Right? That's crazy. No reasons, but...
we're seeing this happen in real time, people.
Oh, great comment here. Navitz on this article says, streamers looking to accept cryptocurrency as donations can still use oneupcoin.com. That's actually what we use as well. It was the first service created for streamers to accept crypto and still active. So it looks like two people said OneUpCoin. which means they sent their bots over.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And Harold George, he actually stated Amazon is literally trying to own all the data with their cloud services. I'm sick of Jeff already.
Right.
It's 2019. Jeff is already getting.
Ryan Cooper says, same here. Jeff is doing a legal monopoly somehow. I thought we had rules to prevent this, and Amazon ain't paying taxes. Crazy. Listen, you talk about a person who can run for president and win immediately, and literally have at least half the nation's data for everything you do. Because I know, I'm not gonna lie, I use Amazon from everything from groceries to everything else. So I know they know all my information. They're like, man, we know what you eat on Monday. Don't play with me.
And he wouldn't even have to have a first lady.
No,
just be
hilarious. Hilarious. Him and Robert Kraft would go find some ladies together.
Yeah, I know, right?
Speaking of criminals, ex-Enron CEO leaves jail to plot possible blockchain venture.
Oh man.
I mean, hey,
shouldn't even be in this time.
The only thing the Enron CEO did wrong to most of Wall Street is get caught. What's going on with this story?
Yeah, it's crazy that Jeffrey Skilling, if you remember from the good old Enron days, for those of you who were too young back in 2001.
Yeah, we need to explain like basics of Enron.
I was gonna say this was a huge scandal.
It's crazy. Like that's 17 years old, 2001. They older now.
Yeah, that is crazy. They're basically back then they tried to corner the market. It didn't work. People have tried before, but they tried on a large scale.
And they were lying about
a lot of stuff, insider trading, other crimes and whatnot. They were, originally sentenced to 24 years, but he got it reduced to 14
because hey, money.
Isn't that? Yeah, I mean, pretty much at this point, people have forgotten about it, except for certain people who have been around.
Right.
But Skilling plans to create a digital platform relating to investment in the oil and gas industry.
I can trust him with that, right?
Yeah, definitely no scams in that industry.
Right, no scams in that. James Bond didn't teach me anything.
Yeah, and he actually met with former Enron execs as well as.
Oh, he about to get the whole gang up. Hey, I'm back out.
Got another chance.
Hey, the boss is back home.
Yeah,
hey, we're making some pasta tonight. Boss came home tonight. It's time to game plan.
We don't need no shell companies or nothing. All we need is different addresses.
Hilarious.
He said he got specialists in cryptocurrency, blockchain, and
he met them all in prison, of course.
Yeah, of course. And then on top of that, the ones that he did meet with, I wonder who they are because they could be former scammers. He's like, hey, I'm top scammer.
I know all the big connect people. I know. He's on the top scammer.
So unless Madoff gets out sometime soon,
hilarious.
Enron team is probably second to them. As
right?
far as big scams
Enron is second to Madoff.
From what I remember in my lifetime.
I mean, no, that might be like historically. Both of them were like.
Yeah, those are two biggest ones historically that I remember. So yeah. Him getting in the blockchain, this may sway some people, rub them the wrong way because they're like, well, a scammer getting out, going straight to blockchain, what does that mean? All that means is that blockchain is the industry that you want to be into if you want to create something.
Right.
Even if it is a scam, whether it's not, whether he changed and came out and he has a new leash on life. I doubt it, but if your boy changed and he wants to get into blockchain, shout out to him. Let him do it, and we'll see what happens. I'm not buying Enron coin, and I do not want to see a rebrand.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole exactly. I want to see the rebrand. What's crazy is that he probably went to prison the same way Jordan Belfort did in Wolf of Wall Street. He was like, yep, but one thing I forgot was I was still rich. Like, he's probably back there, like you said, he got his cronies together. Hey, the whole gang's back together. Literally, it's 2001. We talk about this in cryptocurrency where there are scammers who haven't given it 18 years to cool off. They've given it 18 months or less. I mean, you just talk about Jeff Garsley. This guy literally 4 days, not even 4, I think it was maybe 3 days. So we're looking at 72 to 96 hours after he tried to hard fork Bitcoin with his cronies from the New York agreement, which we still haven't forgot. Have all the receipts saved. He's tried to launch Metronome, like literally 3 days after, saying, "Hey, this will prevent a takeover and a hard fork of Bitcoin." It's like, dude, you're the person trying to take it over and hard fork it. Like,
this will stop me from trying to take it over.
Right now, you have an ICO to stop yourself from it. So, I mean, that guy waited 3 days to do his dirt. Enron CEO Jeffrey's like, "Look, guys, I gave the rule 18 years to do what they do. I'm back and I want in. All right, but." Yeah, make sure you memorize his name and watch him because when he has that next big project that has all the marketing behind it, all the Lamborghinis and jets and all the beautiful women, and you just see Jeffrey Skilling at the bottom of the page somewhere in the white paper, remember where you saw that.
Yeah, it sounds like a villain in a movie.
Right.
Skilling.
Yeah, like
in a Wall Street movie.
Somebody said it should be named Concoin Paradigm Audio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go, Harold. Gang. You know how it is. Ryan Cooper said, "Bend thy knee to Amazon."
You know it.
Exactly. That's going to be a show title one day. It's going to be called "Bend Thy Knee." It's going to be all the Bitcoin FUD.
Hey, Jeff Snow.
Is right. Wired Spark said Jeff Skilling's name is Mud in Houston. I mean, it should be mud everywhere, but
him, Mark Capellas, these people should
listen,
have been got stomped out somewhere in a remote location.
If it's one,
somehow they're still walking around.
In a remote
I'm glad it's not my money. Because
I mean, the one thing that cryptocurrency has taught me is that it is literally about money. Unfortunately, as strong as the community is, as great as this community is, it is a great community. I mean, we have awesome warriors here. You can see the Twitter, Reddit. I mean, you talk about people who don't just take your word, they verify. They go do they read, they research. You're talking about a bunch of research. This is a community of researchers. You have to be a researcher to understand cryptocurrency. And then all of that work literally just goes out the door when, as Sergeant Crypto just said, the ruler is back. When you have your Don Dada criminal come back in with a pocket full of money from his last con, comes in and literally has a page on CoinDesk. You know, I mean, have you had any articles on CoinDesk before?
Not at all.
I haven't. Yeah. But you get a criminal that just got out of prison that's about to do something. Oh, they're going to get a page. So it's very interesting to see these type of deals.
Not just famous, but infamous.
Right.
You'll forever be tied with Imran.
This is hilarious. I mean, look, I hope they don't do anything, but come on, people. Come on, I just can't wait to see it. It's going to be. He's like, hold on. Well, I got one movie. Let me try to go for two. I want 2 documentaries made after me. Big Connect think they were doing something. They ain't seen nothing yet. Quadriga CX, you ain't seen nothing.
Nothing.
Alexander Finnick, $4 billion. Oh, I'm about to crush that number. Look, son, I was doing billions back in 2001. All right, last but not least, another interesting story. Owner of ICO that never happened attempts to sell project on eBay for $60,000.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
What's going on? I like how they got all the boxes.
This is what you call innovation on accident. Right. This is one of the things that we've always said, that when a new technology comes out, you don't know all of the different implications that come with it. You could see the ICO market go one way, could turn into IEOs, could turn into STOs. It could turn into ICO project founders selling their projects on eBay for $60,000. Simply because they have all of the infrastructure in place. This is one thing that happened when exchanges start shutting down. People couldn't get on them. People were selling their exchange accounts.
Right.
So, for example, if you are somebody, you want to start a ICO, and you say, okay, in order for us to start, we're going to need about $10,000, $20,000, and we need to have this, this certain following on social media. This guy's actually saying, hey, pay me $60,000. You already have a blockchain project. It's compatible for ICOs and security tokens. He claims that the project is audited by investment firm and investment bankers, and that the solutions comply with the European Union and the U.S. regulations. He says it has a solid social presence, 10,000 likes on Facebook, 8,000 subscribers on Twitter.
Oh, so he bought these Telegram groups.
That's what I'm saying. He probably bought them.
Oh, because you can buy all these.
You can buy all of this stuff he's naming. And basically, he said you can look at ICO Bench. It ranked at a 2.9, which is garbage for ICO Bench. Because they're giving away 4s and 5s left and right. So
right. But it ends with no experts evaluating the project. So you try to lowball them on ICO Bench, they paid you back with a bad rating. Exactly. Oh, you want to pay the full $500,000? Oh, okay, we got you.
Yeah, and the good thing is, they found another use. Because even though this one's kind of funny, because I don't think anybody's gonna buy this for $60K. Right. I believe there will be some projects that actually may have sort of succeeded, or may have that infrastructure in place to say, hey, we can sell ours, for $100K.
It's a good deal. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
If a company can do it, it is a good deal.
People don't understand. If this is in place and you convince enough people to create a market cap, there's easy $1 million market caps on these coins. So this guy is just ahead of his time, so to say. The Sponsy ICO. So this may be a new revolution, so to say, in the ICO market. Can't use ICOs anymore? Well, sell them on eBay.
Right, and
Jeff Bezos wins again.
Well, what I will say is, first is going to, just like you said, this is a market and it does work. I mean, I could see it being successful. The only issue I would see is whoever bought it, if you don't have the team in place, or at least that one basically action officer, operations officer in place to run the whole thing, then it won't really matter. Because if you just buy, you don't know that much about crypto. You just know you can launch an ICO and make money. I mean, we've seen some bad ICO launches, and it will go down just like that. So you'll end up losing it. But if you're a person, say, you know a little bit about crypto, or you at least have a team in place, then again, I haven't looked into this project, but as you said, this would be a good idea, because you think about the legwork you have to do at this point for an ICO, STO. Again, we've told you got to get these lawyers. Now they have ICO accelerators which, by the way, I'm going to call out some of you guys. I'm friends with a lot of them, so I'm not going to be mean, but I will say you guys disappeared between last year and this year. You popped up 2017.
Yeah.
You disappeared. But anyway.
Accelerated.
Right. You did. Hilarious. But you got the ICO accelerators. You got your lawyers. You got your regulators. You got your licenses. I mean, you got your social media you got to do. You got your marketing. I mean, literally just off the top of my head, that's 6 different things. I mean, at a minimum, you're looking at spending $75K for those 16, and that's if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Maybe even $100K if you got to get outside consulting.
Consulting, exactly.
Lawyers and all that.
I mean, of course, that's if you don't want to just stand like a man or a woman and let your hang and just say, no, I'm going to do an ICO like it was intended to. And just let the free market. I'm going to throw up this website and let this market give me this money to build this project. And move to, I don't know, move to another country that got a bigger army in here if that exists. But seriously, so I can see, like you said, he's way ahead of his time. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But again, if the project is good, 60K is a good price. I mean, it might actually be a good price. Or it might be somebody like, hey,
this is going nowhere.
I mean, honestly, if you have a product already in place, I don't care what, if you have let's say you got a book, and you know this book's going to sell, or a CD or something, you can
market it.
You can put $10,000 up for the Twitter and Facebook group. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want your whole project. I'll give you $10K for Twitter and Facebook right now, and just push out whatever product I have. Hope for that 3% ROI to pay it back, or at least some of it back, get some new followers. So, like you said, ahead of his time.
Definitely his time. Oh
yeah. So a few announcements. First, got to do this for Donald Muhammad. He's right. He's talking about Enron. The Enron CEO Jeffrey Skilling basically said our special investigator from the Frank Lucas American Gangster Enron CEO came back and was, I heard you guys are giving your money to a lot of criminals, but not I. I'm the original triple OG in this white collar crime. I'm gonna need my pay.
Yeah, I don't know who you talk to.
That's hilarious. But first, want to definitely give a shout out to Bitcoin Zay. His birthday is tomorrow, so happy early birthday, Bitcoin Wednesday. Oh, I got my days mixed up. Today is Monday. But happy early birthday, Bitcoin Zay, hitting that big 3-0.
Made it
boss up.
Boss up. Where I'm from, sometimes it don't happen.
It does not happen often. But with that, we will be out of the office this entire week in celebrations for Bitcoin's Day birthday. So make sure
coming to town.
You're right. You got the bros coming in. So make sure you wish them happy birthday. If you really want to show them some love, then make sure you check out that Bitcoin Starter Guide 3.0 for a nice little birthday gift to him.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, let's see. Like I said, we'll be gone this week. We'll be back the following Monday. And the last couple of questions, I see G. Graham said, do we know much about LCC? My wife just bought $5 million without researching it.
Litecoin Cash.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Man. Hold it. It'll pump. Hold it and put some sell orders up. But yeah, and what is it? Your address for tips?
Yep. Send gifts.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Zay just left his
probably
Bitcoin
gonna end
address.
up giving it away to all the homeless anyway. That's what I usually do.
There it is.
Anyway.
Well, I might play homeless for a day if you're giving out money. All right, other than that, people, it's been a great show as always. Thanks, Warriors, for tuning in. Happy early birthday to Bitcoin Zay.
Oh, yeah.
And we shall see you all next week. You have anything?
Nothing from me.
All right.
I will see you all next week, man.
We'll update all the old podcasts to make sure we catch up. And you all have a great day, great week, and make sure you don't buy none of that Enron coin. Which would be worse, Enron or JP Morgan coin?
Man, it's got to be Enron.
Oh, my goodness. They both are terrible.
Terrible.
Cheers.
Have a good one.